Welcome back, Stas23 here, back again with some knife therapy. And the knife I'm going to be doing some demonstrations on today is the Knives Yucha. This was sent to me in the pass around groups, and as you can see, it has a harpoon grind with a nightmare grind, as you call it, with the double grinds on here. One thing I noticed after cutting a little bit, as this grind is kind of just aesthetics only, because if you measure behind the edge, they're pretty much the same thickness, around 24 thousandths behind the edge in most places. So I'm gonna demonstrate doing some cutting with some cardboard, and you really don't feel any difference. So if you're looking for, you know, a multi-grind like that to serve a purpose, usually you have, you know, either your thicker, more robust, where you can be putting a lot of push power through, and then where you can be, you know, doing your slicing is usually where it's thinned out. So that's not really the case that I notice here. You see the cuts, I'm pulling straight through, and there's no real difference in the cut. Like from start to finish, I don't feel any transition. I don't feel it getting easier as I get toward that tip where it looks like it's thinner. Because as you can see, you got a higher flat grind up here in the front portion, and in the back you have this lower saber grind. So, you know, if you didn't know any better, you'd think that you'd have better slicing capabilities in the front and you'd have some more power here in the back. But like I said, in the cuts, you don't feel that whatsoever, and that's mainly because, like I said, the behind the edge thickness, and as you can see, there's no really transition in the edge like you would on some of the other ones. And you see right here, that lip is almost just, like I said, for aesthetics only. You know, it's a cool knife. This is not really my thing. I don't really like the duplex grinds like that. And this is a 4-inch blade, or around about 4-inch blade. So, you know, you do have a nice precise point for piercing. You can easily get that in there and stab into it, do a pull cut, things like that. The action on this guy is pretty good. I think they dialed the detent in more so you can use the thumb hole, the blade hole in it, because you can use it to flick it out with your thumb. Sometimes I can spotty flick it. Yeah, there you go. You can spotty flick it. And for the most part, when they do that, the detent is not dialed in strong because you won't be able to use that thumb hole. So you can see that's just a regular flip. It's not crazy fast or anything. You know, and sometimes you get the momentum of a heavier blade because this is 4mm blade stock, so it's a nice robust knife. If you're looking for a heavy user and a good looking heavy user, Yucha might be the one for you. Ergonomics are pretty good in my medium-sized hands. I do kind of feel that clip, even though it's nice and sculpted. When I bear down, I feel it. It's not something where I feel like I have to put gloves on. The carbon fiber is nice and attractive. They did a nice contour around it, and they have like a satin finish on the carbon fiber. I love the looks of the carbon fiber. You don't really have any grip there. It's a shadow boxed show side scale. You can see the liners are proud of that, and I guess you could call this a liner lock, but it's a pretty robust liner right there. So it's pretty much a frame lock. You know, you just have an overlay over the frame lock. You got the Wii hardware, the Wii stylized pivot with their logo on it. And on this side, you have like a goldish anode on the hardware, titanium hardware, titanium clip. The clip works good, goes in and out of the pocket good. You got nice retention. You have your geared titanium backspacer with the lanyard hole attached to it right there. Like I said, you can deploy this if you want a fidget-friendly knife. That's this knife all the way. If you're looking for a big, robust knife, this might be the one for you. They did a great job on that crown spine. Every time I see a crown spine, it just gives it such a classy look. The jimping is, for me, pretty much for aesthetics only. It's not gonna be able to show up really good, but it's not deep cut at all, and that crown spine kind of takes any of that traction away. It's a big knife overall. I may do a little bit of talking after this, but if I feel like I got the point across, I will leave it like it is. They do not have any weight relieving pockets in the inside, but it's a well balanced knife. It's balanced right there behind the choil. I don't want to let it go because it's not my knife. S35 VN blade steel, and in perfect weave fashion. It's kind of like Where's Waldo with finding the blade steel. Took me a while to find this one, and I don't know if you'll better get this, but can you see that right there? Can't tell. S35 VN. You got to really be looking for it. Riding on ceramic bearing, ceramic detent. It's the same weave quality that we always see. Like I said, only difference that I noticed with this one is it doesn't have that real snappy weave action, and I think that's mainly because of that blade hole. If you have this knife, let me know how your detent is. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. If you're not already, hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. And don't forget to hit that bell notification button so you don't miss anything. I don't know if I've done my giveaway or not, but if I haven't, you don't want to miss that. And I will be doing random giveaways throughout. So I hope everybody's having an absolute wonderful day, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.